Science. I'm your host, Jennifer Cohen. Thank you so much for joining us today. Another great lineup. It's fall, my favorite time of year, and of course, all wonderful things, pumpkin come in, and all kinds of activities associated with that as well. Our first guest today is Coleen Gilboy, who is the director of the Verde Valley Fairgrounds, and she is in the studio to talk about the Fall Festival. Yes, it's time again for that wonderful hometown kind of festival, the Fall Festival, where you can chunk some pumpkins and you can buy some art, and there's a barbecue and a dinner dance this year. I'm very excited about that. So Coleen is going to tell us all about that. That's coming up on October 28th. So stick around for that. Our next guest will be Megan Roach and Anthony Gobe from Northern Arizona Healthcare. They are having a costumed 5K run to benefit Fit Kids of Arizona. Way too much fun. Get dressed up in a costume and run around. Sounds like a great thing to do. And it benefits Fit Kids of Arizona, which thousands of school kids in the area eat better and become more physically fit through that program. Good program to support. Then we'll have James Ball, the theater director for Mingus Union High School, along with actor Preston Chalmers in the studio. Mousetrap is being performed at Mingus Union High School. It is the oldest running play in history, and it's one of the best ones. Agatha Christie is always so much fun. You get to see Mousetrap. That will be happening. It opens on October 20th, runs through the 29th, so you don't want to miss your chance. They'll be in to tell us all about it. And then we will go on location to the Cottonwood Fire Department and speak to engineer Brandon Wacker. Now, you've seen the fire trucks barreling down the road with lights and sirens, but do you know what to do when one of them comes after you? Do you know what not to do when one of them comes down the road? Well, Brandon is going to fill us in on all of that. It's called Code 3 Driving. Really interesting conversation and a really cool segment. Then we'll close out our show today with Sutton James Papanikolas, a wonderful musician, a award-winning musician from San Diego. Moved to Flagstaff, thank you. Love this area. It pulls in so many musicians. He's going to perform for us. Lots of fun. Got some indie, got some country, got some rock going on. Can't wait to have him perform from his new CD. So that's going to be coming up soon. We're going to go ahead and get started. Our first guest today, the lovely and talented Coleen Gilboy. As always, wonderful to have you in the studio.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
I know. You're always excited.
I know. I am.
And you're, I know, and excited about the Fall Festival.
I am. It's our 5th annual, and we keep growing it, and we've added more stuff this year, and our whole point of Fall Festival is community driven. This is your community, this is what's available. And so we're really, really excited for our 5th annual event.
That's wonderful. And what's new this year?
We have our 12 squared, and I brought some of them in.
Those are cute.
You have 12 square inches, 3 by 4 inches to create a piece.
Huh.
Watercolor, collage, anything. And so I brought 3 of them in that have been turned in so far, but it's an art show, and it's a way to raise money.
Wow, and the theme for that is 12 square this year.
12 squared.
So 12 square inches to create something wicked, cool, and unusual.
I made a miniature quilt.
Oh my gosh, you did? And why didn't you bring it?
Because it's not done yet.
Oh.
I have 3 weeks. Don't rush me.
And it's only 12 square.
Right.
So it's okay. Well, that's wonderful. And then all the art is going to be for sale, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
And then what doesn't sell will show at the 2018 fair as pieces from the community.
Well, very cool. Now, to get involved in the art show, if you're an artist and you want to get involved in the 12 Square project, how do they do that?
We do have some for sale in Old Town Cottonwood. They're $5 for a kit. You get the easel and the canvas.
Oh.
And then you create from there. Glitter Factory, Pink Rain, or you can get them at the fairgrounds.
Wow, $5.
$5.
That's like,
and it
you
also
can't buy it for
sponsors
$5.
you and a child.
Wow.
And so Mingus and Camp Verde High Schools have 100 kits apiece for them to do and for them to earn money.
Wow, that's fantastic.
We're so excited.
That's going to be a huge art show.
Yeah, and so they're all 12 square inches, so we do have some large art from El Valle on the walls to fill up the big walls.
Yeah, that's a lot of 12 squares on a big wall.
Yes. So.
Well, what a neat idea.
So that's what we're really excited about for 2017. And we added a Sayla livestock show. So we'll have steers, goats, lambs, and hogs there for people to go and look. And these are amazing animals. These are the spoiled animals.
Oh, yeah, the primo gorgeous. I mean, they went to the spa the night before. Their little nails are done. They're as clean as cleaner than clean and gorgeous.
One gentleman from Yuma said, I keep my barn at 65 degrees. I can't even keep my house at 65 degrees.
Gosh.
But to keep his steer's winter coat.
Oh, how nice.
Oh yeah, he's
Well, that's
pampered.
great. Oh my God. And speaking of pampered, though, I don't know, I think of dinner and dancing as pampering myself. That's one of the things I love to do. This year you've got a barbecue dinner and dance going.
Oak Creek Organized Youth, our youth kids, are putting on a barbecue and a dance to close out the show. And so we're really excited. The Cottonwood Book Fair is going to be in Guyberg, and they move out in the afternoon about 2. And the barbecue and the dance will move into that building. And so continuously throughout the day, there'll be all new things.
Wow, that's fun. That is fun.
I did ride on a piece of rawhide last year behind a horse. I told you I was going to do that.
Really?
I didn't see you getting pulled behind the horse.
I must have missed that. Oh my gosh.
It's scheduled
What's
again.
that called?
It's called the Rawhide Race.
The Rawhide Race. And really tell us about it. You do
You
what now?
literally ride on a piece of rawhide being drugged by a horse.
Wow.
It's fun. It was a great time. They whip around.
Oh, it's kind of like being behind a like a boat and getting
Yes.
pulled on an inflatable, except it's rodeo style. It's dirt in your face.
Yes. I kind of cheated and wore a welding helmet.
Oh, brilliant idea. I would wear a full face motorcycle helmet.
I think it's a smart way to go.
Absolutely. But do we have to pay to do this?
You'd have to pay $5 to ride behind the horse.
$5. That's great. And
Yes.
that raises money.
It raises money for the arena for their new stuff.
Oh,
They're
that's
putting in new
super.
sprinklers and that.
Oh, hey, sprinklers are great for arenas. Keep the dust down.
Yes.
We need those.
We need them.
Now tell us about the pumpkin chunkin this year. Always a huge hit.
Oh, it's so much fun. So we have pumpkin chunkers that people are still building. Anybody can build them. We will take them up to the minute of the event. We want pumpkin chunkers. But we chunk pumpkins all over the fairgrounds, and it's actually we control where we chunk them, but
Right, it's not just willy-nilly pumpkins flying everywhere. Whoops! Incoming! Yeah.
4. Oh wait, wrong sport. But we do have a location, and it's marked off, and we chunk some pumpkins.
Oh my gosh. And then can you take the pumpkins and feed them to the livestock afterwards?
Well, some of them
Make
are
a good
pretty
snack.
smashed.
Really pretty smashed? Oh my gosh.
It's really fun.
Are there rules and regulations for pumpkin chunkin?
Yes, they are on our website at vvfair.com, and it's got all the rules, regulations, and how to sign up. And we will take pumpkin chunkers until the minute it starts.
Mm-hmm. And the idea is to build a contraption, much like a slingshot, that you take a pumpkin and project it.
If you want to build a smaller one like I brought last year, you can chunk tomatoes
Oh.
or limes.
Oh.
But if you want to build a big one, you can chunk a pumpkin.
Wow.
They did one in the auto club, and they chunked pumpkins.
Oh.
They did steel and counterweights and poof.
Wow. Do you keep a record of how far everybody goes?
Yes.
Oh.
And then we mark that off, and it's, if you have a small chunker, it's allocated like a large chunker so that you get credit.
Excellent. Right. So if my little mini chunker only goes 4 feet,
Then we calculate
400 feet
on a big one. That is
Oh,
correct.
that's nice of you to be so fair.
Well, we have to be fair because I can't build something big.
Oh, well, there you go. Can you build one that's 12 by 12?
No.
You can't build a
I
pumpkin
can't even
chunker
get my 12 square quilt done.
Way too much fun. When does the pumpkin chunkin happen?
We moved it from noon to 2 this year
great.
because noon was just too hard for people to get it together. So
that's
we're
true.
at 2 o'clock, and so you can come and eat barbecue, and Cheesy Javelina will be there serving up their amazing cheese crisp and everything.
Ooh.
And our arts and crafts, our pumpkin patch, our scarecrow contest, wagon rides. Wagon rides are free. It's free to get in. There is no cost.
Wow.
We want you to come. This is your event. If you have a club or organization that wants to say, hey, we're here, come set up a table. Call us.
Oh, nice. Or can they go to the website?
Website.
vvfair.com.
Correct.
Check out the information if you're part of an organization or a club and you want to get the word out. Hanging out at the Fall Festival is a great way to do it.
It is. It's a great way.
Wow. And it's free. I can't believe there's no charge for admission.
No, we want you to come. We want you to see what's in your community, what's available for you to do. And a lot of things are so expensive nowadays, and this is one of the things that we try and keep free. S. Taylor and Sons Hauling and Taylor Waste, they sponsor part of it to keep it free, and that so we can get things taken care of.
Wow. That's fantastic. So if you want to take part in the pumpkin chunkin, start building, look up the regs and rules on the website.
Correct.
They're going to be on there. If you want to get involved in the art project, The
It's on
12
there.
Square Project, that's on there. $5 gets you in on that action. $5 you can get dragged around behind a horse on a piece of rawhide. Yeah, that sounds like fun. I'm wearing a helmet though. And then of course, barbecue, and there's all kinds of dancing going on, and you gotta love it.
Yeah, fun
That's great.
time.
Did we miss anything?
I don't think arts and crafts. Oh, we have 50 arts and crafts booths,
Oh, wow.
wagon rides, and then the Cottonwood book sale, City of Cottonwood's library book sale.
Oh,
And
that's
it's
a great one.
All local authors, and they're there to sign the books.
Wow.
There's
Hey,
like
there's a drawing
25 or
there.
30 of them that come in.
Oh my gosh, what a great event.
It's so much fun.
That's great. Thank you so much for putting it on again this year. Free admission. It's happening on October 28th. When do the gates open?
9 a.m.
9 a.m. When do the gates close?
4 p.m. Well, normally 4.
Oh.
But we have the dance and barbecue, so that portion will stay open later.
Okay, very good. Check out vvfair.com, vvfair.com for the Fall Festival of Fun that is happening on October 28th. We'll be right back, so don't go away.
Fabulous views and unmatched quality with efficiency in mind. Just announced, C&B Construction is the only contractor ever to win the EPA's coveted Indoor Air Plus Leaders Award 4 years in a row. These Energy Star certified homes provide unparalleled energy efficiency, comfort, durability, and indoor air quality. C&B Construction is currently building at Grey Fox Ridge and Crossroads at Mingus. C&B Construction, locally respected and nationally recognized.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles.
Building a home, remodeling, or need furniture for the holidays? Time to order is now. Amish Home Decor offers furniture for every room in your home in many different woods, stains, and styles. We even offer patio furniture and mattresses. If you don't see what you're looking for on the showroom floor, just ask. We buy from 100 different Amish families located at the corner of Glassford Hill and Highway 69 in Prescott Valley. Amish Home Decor is the place to buy tomorrow's antiques.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We are now here with Megan Roach, who is a foundation specialist, and Anthony Gobe, who is an exercise physiologist. We're here to talk about the Northern Arizona Healthcare Costumed 5K. How much fun is that?
We're excited about it.
That I love dressing up in costumes, so right there you've got me hooked.
Yes. So it's actually, it's our haunted trail run. So it's the Run for Your Life haunted trail, and then the kids' spooky trick-or-treat dash.
That's fantastic.
So we have an adult component and a fun kids component that's not so scary.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's talk about the adult component first.
Yes. So we are partnering with Run Flagstaff up in Flagstaff, Arizona, and we are doing the haunted trail at Fort Tuthill County Park.
Oh, fun.
Yes. So you start on the trail, and it's less than a mile. You can walk or you can run, and it's through a haunted trail, and you'll never know what you can see.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Is it at night?
It's at night. So the trail opens at 5:30. We have the kids' spooky trick-or-treat dash from 5 to 5:30. And then at 5, we have the haunted trail, which ends at 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
How much fun is that?
Yeah.
And is the trail a 5K?
No, so it's a little bit less than a mile. So it's not a full 5K. So really anybody of any ability should be able to complete the trail.
Certainly.
If you're brave enough.
And a bit of advice, follow the sound of the chainsaw.
Follow the sound of the chainsaw. Always good advice. Thank you, Anthony.
Very good advice.
Well, that sounds really interesting. Now, how about the kids' portion of it?
So the kids' spooky trick-or-treat dash is going to be from 5 to 5:30, and that's just a very, very short course. And the kids get to run around, and there'll be people handing out treats along the trail. Just kind of a fun. Family-friendly part.
Well, that's how I get my daughter to run. I hold chocolate out in front of her, and she just, she's gone. You know,
Yes.
so that's got to be fun. Costume kids running the candy bags. You got to have a pretty good candy bag for that.
We do, but because we also are, the run is benefiting Fit Kids of Arizona, so we also want to incorporate some treats that aren't food related and also some healthy treats.
Excellent. I do like those.
So we'll have a variety.
Food-related treats. I
Yes.
appreciate because the food-related ones I throw out. Don't tell her. But I do like a day later. "Ooh, where'd my candy go? I don't know." Well, that's really great, and it is part of you know, benefiting Fit Kids, and Fit Kids is such an amazing program. Anthony, can you tell us a little bit about Fit Kids?
Yeah, so we have two components to our program. We have Fit Kids at school, so we have about 22 middle school and high school teachers that are certified, and then we have about 15 elementary Fit Kids instructors, just trying to increase physical activity, talking about healthy lifestyle changes. We have one here in Verde Valley at the elementary school, two in Cottonwood. And then the second component's clinic, and we get to work one-on-one with families.
Yeah, it's amazing what just a little change will do in a life as far as a healthy choice. And it's wonderful to have Fit Kids Northern Arizona around to make that happen, because it's stuff that's easy that people don't think about that makes a huge impact.
Well, I like that you say small change, because that's really what it's about. It's about lifestyle changes, and those happen at small steps at a time. It's in our society, we want that magic pill that's going to change everything overnight, and it just doesn't work that way.
Right.
So I always try to do small steps.
Right. Now, you are directly involved as an exercise physiologist. You're out there working in the field, so to speak.
I am. So I do exercise testing, exercise prescription. Our clinic does a really great job just because it's family-centered. So we have a behavioral specialist, we have a dietitian, we also have a nurse practitioner. And so we always start with some type of assessment. For me, I do a Rockport walk test, so I see what their VO2 max is, so how fast can they walk the mile. And then we go from there. I ask what their interests are, and if they like basketball, I'm going to teach them how to dribble a basketball. If they like running, I like to use our anti-gravity treadmill, which is pretty sweet. I do a couple of runs myself. So just trying to be positive and
Excellent. That's really great. And that's what it takes in kids. You know, you can't yell at your kid, hey, go outside and do something. And everybody wants to be on the computer these days. But getting them engaged in something that they like to do, working with the condition that they're in now, that's a fantastic program. Now, how does someone get involved in the Fit Kid program?
There are actually a couple of ways. So directly related to the Northern Arizona Healthcare Foundation and NAH as a whole, you can volunteer through any of our programs by going to the website nahealth.com, and there's a Get Involved button, and so you can volunteer that way. Is there ways they can get involved in Fit Kids?
Well, I got an email the other day saying from NAU, we need an intern. Do you have a spot open? And I said, yes, I do. So, I would email and just see what kind of reply that you get back. I think the type of people that work at Fit Kids in general like to help people out, and we're willing to partner with anyone else that has that same vision.
Wow, that's really cool. And who does the program serve, Megan? As far as who are these kids? Where are they from? What ages are they?
So they are from all across Northern Arizona. So the nice part about the Fit Kids program of Arizona and NAH as a whole is we have a very broad region that we serve. As far as age groups, I think you can answer that a bit better.
I can. So we see kids anywhere from the age of 2 to 18. And like you said, they come from all over. So we have people that drive up from Cottonwood to come see us. And you have to be overweight or obese to be able to see us, and you can be self-referred, or we get a lot of our referrals from pediatricians.
I bet. Well, that's a really interesting part of the story. Wow, how interesting. That's a great thing, because that's the remedy for it, really. Activity, interest, getting out and alive and enjoying life, and then that helps because, childhood obesity, you start there, you're in trouble. If you're already heavy at that age, we got to work. And I know that Northern Arizona healthcare really wants people to not be overweight, especially as a child moving forward, because then we run into other issues as we go along.
And that's why we're family-centered as well. So we know that if we can attack the family, then the kid is going to be more likely to do those positive things that we want in the future. And studies show that if kids are more physically active, or if they eat more fruits and vegetables when they're young, that's going to happen when they're adults as well. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Set them up for life. It's a wonderful program. It's been around for years, and that's great. So back to the fabulous Haunted Run that we're having. It's on October 28th.
October 28th, Saturday.
And it's a Saturday. The kids' run starts at 5.
At 5, yes.
5 to 5:30.
Yes, and then the Haunted Trail opens at 5:30, and then we close it at 7.
Okay, very good.
And people can come anytime between 5:30 and 7.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And you prefer them to be in costume?
Costume is always more fun.
Absolutely. And if they want to be part of it, where do they go to sign up?
So they can go to azrunforyourlife.com, and they can also find out more information. We do have ticket prices. Prices will change the day of.
Okay.
So until October 27th, you can save $5.
Excellent. That's very good. And so how much is it now?
Right now it's $20 for adults. I think it's $15 for students and $5 for the kids' Spooky Dash.
Well, great. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here, Megan.
Thanks
Anthony, appreciate it. Have a wonderful have a wonderful time. It sounds like way too much fun. Check it out. It's on October 28th. We'll be right back with more of the experience, so don't go away.
Paul Stanley here with Stanley Steel Structures. We offer shade structures that provide style, value, and performance. Our Equinox louvered roof opens and closes to give you the ultimate patio experience. We also offer Alumawood shade covers that looks like wood but lasts like steel and never needs painting or maintenance. Visit us at StanleySteelStructures.com. Contact us today and be covered tomorrow. Stanley Steel Structures. Let us add some space to your place.
Nothing personalizes a home like paint, and JPS Paint Center is your paint pro. Featuring durable interior and exterior paints from Benjamin Moore. JPS Paint Center can help you find the perfect shade, and they're experts in color matching for any project, including their selection of automotive paints from standard to extravagant. JPS Paint Center. Find the perfect paint and all your paint supplies too on Main Street in Cottonwood.
Northern Arizona Mortgage Corporation is your local choice for personalized home loans, and they've been doing it since 1986. They help home buyers obtain FHA, VA, USDA guaranteed rural housing, and conventional loans. From start to finish, they offer a safe in-person application process with licensed loan originators. Contact John Miskell or Shelley White Collier at northernarizonaMortgage.com or call 634-4251. Visit their office, located at 707 East Mingus, Suite 601, Cottonwood.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We now have fabulous gentlemen in the studio. We have James Ball and Preston Chalmers. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me back.
I think you took time out of pounding the boards over at Mingus Union to come over here.
Yeah,
so I appreciate
late night
that.
tech weeks and
Tech
finishing
week.
up at 11 o'clock, but it's all to put on a great show for the Verde Valley.
Oh, absolutely. I remember doing Tech Weeks. Oh my God. Oh, you were so glad when you were finally open because Tech Week was over. Tech is like, lighting cues alone practically kill you.
Yeah, fortunately this one doesn't have too many. We're managing it just okay.
Excellent. So James, tell us, you're doing Mousetrap now.
Yes, we're doing Mousetrap, the famous play by Agatha Christie. What's fascinating about this play is it was written and first produced in 1952, and the original production is still going on in London. 65 years in running, and there's a reason why it's the world's longest running play, because it's just so darn good, and the twists and turns will just keep you guessing the whole way through.
Oh, I know. It's way too fun. Preston, can you give us a really shrunk down brief synopsis of what Mousetrap is about?
Okay, well, there's a murder going on, and my character, I play Detective Sergeant Trotter, so I have to come and investigate a murder. So it seems as if everybody's coming into this one place at the Ralston residence, Monkswell Manor, and, well, it goes from there.
It all goes awry from there.
Totally.
Yeah, someone is killed, and we got to figure out who the murderer is and who the next victim is before it's too late.
Oh, there's another victim. Oh my God, that's crazy. It keeps you on the edge of your seat. And you know, Agatha Christie, famous for her twists.
Yes.
You know, it's way too much fun. How many actors are involved this season?
You know, what's it's a smaller show than we normally do at Mingus. There's only 8 actors on the stage, but what's really impressive is the crew for this show. We have over 50 people that came out and took on the costumes, hair, makeup, set building, publicity, and it's just been... I got to stop picking smaller shows because we're just busting at the seams to just have even more. So.
Well, that's wonderful. I know it's going to be another successful run. So you opening night is the 20th.
Yes, the 20th. And we run for 2 weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but we don't have a show on Sunday the 22nd, just the 29th.
Right. So it's the 20th, 21st, then come back again the 27th, 28th, and 29th. Do you do 2 shows on the 29th? You're doing a matinee?
We just do 1 show on the 29th. That's a matinee at 3 o'clock.
Excellent. That's very good. That's a nice, and you've got such a nice auditorium there. A nice place
we can
to have
seat up to 976. I would love to one day be like, sorry, we sold every
sold
seat.
Out.
Yeah, but
976. That's a whole lot of seats.
I'd love to see it filled up.
Yes,
and I think
right,
with a
there
show
we
like
go.
this, it could definitely happen.
Absolutely. There's so many Agatha Christie's fans out there. I mean, it spans the generations because she was such a good writer.
You know, a lot of students come up to me and say, "Oh, is this like Clue, the movie?" And I was like, "Oh, no, actually, Clue, the movie is like the Mousetrap."
That's true. Yeah, there you go. That's probably where Clue came from.
Yeah, no,
you know, somebody got the idea from Agatha and said, "Oh, we're going to do this."
Yeah,
So
it's funny because if you the way it works out, a lot of people think that it's almost cliche now because it's been done, but when you do the original piece, it's just it's historical and yet it's still completely relevant today.
Right, and timeless, just absolutely timeless. So that's way too much fun. Are you having fun, Preston?
Having a lot of fun. My first show was a comedy, and this one's more of a drama, so it's cool to flip both sides. It's really cool.
Absolutely. Well, I enjoy that too. Bouncing back and forth between something funny and something serious is always fun. So Mousetrap, and then what are you doing after that?
Next up, we have a musical review in January called Passport to Broadway, and the choir's already started working on that for the past 9 weeks. We've been working on the music for that. And we do just snippets of different shows from different nations, like Evita, South Pacific, Once, Phantom of the Opera. Then we're ending with Hamilton medley from New York, because why not? Then a George Gershwin musical in April, Crazy for You.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
music. You
music.
should see Preston tap dance, too.
Woo! Oh my gosh. Setting the boards on fire.
I try.
Wow. So a lot of music is going to be coming out of Mingus later on in the year.
Well, you know, I was originally a music major, so for me, it's my go-to is like, oh, what music can we do?
Wow.
So if we're doing a play like this, it's a little bit foreign for me, but we end up doing okay with it, I think.
I'm sure you do great. How long have you been involved at Mingus Union High School now?
This is my 11th year.
My God, you started fresh out of high school, then, didn't you?
Fresh out of college at 22, and so I'm year 11 and just keep plugging away. And
Absolutely. Yep, and I can see just as joyous and enthusiastic as always.
Every year is a new challenge, and I love it. Keeps me coming back.
Absolutely. That's great that you were able to come here and do that. And yeah, right, fresh out of college to have this position and such a great school with such a great facility. And you're never short of amazing actors.
I'm not.
Noticed.
Fortunately, they keep wanting to audition and be involved, and I'm just like, yes, come.
Yeah.
We'll take you and put you somewhere, I swear.
How wonderful that you have that. And I can see that you foster that in them too. You make it exciting. People want to be around you.
Obviously.
Yeah. See, I'm not just talking smoke here. This is true. Thank you for backing me up there, Preston. So we are going to have an opening night. Is there anything special happening opening night on the 20th?
Opening night is, I mean, it's opening night, of course. It's special.
Yes, of course. Well, but yes.
No, we don't. We do a preview the night before for the parents, so that hopefully that they can come out and see it, and then be like, "Oh, don't just come because my son or daughter's in it. Come because it's actually good."
Yeah,
I think that's one of the hardest things to get through in the Valley is people see us as a high school theater, and they're like, "Oh, I don't have a kid in it, so I don't want to go to it." But if you talk to anyone that's been to a show, they enjoy it even if they know nobody in it. Right. And I hope that people take that chance and come out, because it's a family-friendly show and they can enjoy it with their families or enjoy it just as themselves.
That's wonderful. So check it out, Mousetrap, opens on October 20th, plays the 21st, then again the 27th, 28th, 29th. If they want tickets, they go to Mingus Union.
You can go to showtixforyou.com. That's TAX, the number 4, the letter U.com. Or you want to visit our website at mingusperformingarts.com. And that has all information about the play and how to get tickets as well.
Wow, that's fantastic. Well, thank you, James Ball, the theater director for Mingus Union High School, along with Preston Chalmers, who plays Sergeant
Detective Trotter.
Detective Trotter, yes. Come and see these folks. They're going to be just awesome. Thank you for being here. Love that you took the time out. We'll be right back with lots more of the experience, so don't go away.
Lease it now with Sears Hometown and Outlet. Right now is the perfect time to take a closer look at leasing. Leasing's a great way to get more. Choose from thousands of items throughout the store and online. Pick out at least $199 worth of items to start a lease and take home the brands you love with no credit required. It's simple. Take home what you want, when you want it, and leave satisfied.
Come see me, Lisa Peterson, your local store owner, and our great team at the Cottonwood Sears Hometown Store.
Hi, this is Greg at Verde Solar Power. You know, Arizona has lots of clean, renewable sunshine, and we want to help you take advantage of it with our quality solar installations, and we offer to beat any written offer on a residential solar electric system. So bring us your electric bill and let us show you how solar power will save you money. We're located conveniently here in the Verde Valley and are dedicated to helping the valley go solar. So remember, the energy solution comes up every morning.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We are now here at the Cottonwood Fire Station, courtesy of our sponsors, Cat and Verde Links, and we're standing here with engineer Brandon Wacker, who's got the coolest job in the whole world. This is what every little boy wants to grow up to be, the guy that drives the fire truck. How did you get that job?
You know, once you're in for a few years, you know, you have to have so many years experience before you can test to promote up. And then you have to have an engineering class where you learn pump calculations, you learn about the fire pump in the truck, things like that. So
sure. And a good driving record helps.
Yeah,
I'm sure. Hard to get there if you're one of those guys that runs stop signs and fender benders. So, wow. These are such enormous vehicles. There's so much more than just driving. I mean, as you say, you have to know the calculations. You're telling everyone, you're like the big boss in the truck, telling everybody what to do. That seems like an enormous responsibility. And drive.
We're in charge of the truck. We have an officer who sits in the passenger seat he's ultimately in charge of the whole truck. He makes the calls, tells us what we're going to do, where we're going, things like that. But ultimately, it's my responsibility to get us to and from scenes safely.
Sure, safely. So. And part of getting to and from the scene safely, there are various types of driving. There's the driving down the road with the no lights and sirens, and there's what's called Code 3 driving. Yes. Can you explain what Code 3 is?
So Code 3 means it's an emergent situation where you got to get to as quick as possible. So we're got to go and we're going to turn our lights on, sirens on, and that means we're running Code 3 through town. We're asking everybody to move over. We're asking for the right of way. They don't, we're asking for everybody to move over to give us a right of way so we're safely past them to get through to where we're going.
Right. So you're driving along, your sirens are going, your lights are going, traffic is everywhere. What does everyone need to do when these go, oh my gosh, there's a fire truck behind me? What should I do if I'm on the road?
Slow down and move to the right if you can. If you're not unable to move to the right, don't move to the left, just stop. Okay. Get over as far as you can to the right and just stop. We'll go around you on the left side. Okay. We're always going to try to pass on the left-hand side. On the left.
So that's very important, when you've got two lanes going, to not everybody split and then we're in trouble. Everybody needs to go to the right. Just always remember to pull over to the right as best you can, as safe as you can, and you guys will go around us. Well, now what happens if we really are stuck? Like we're going, the traffic's not moving, I can't go anywhere. What do we do?
Well, we'll move over all the way to the left, like I said, and we'll go into oncoming traffic if we have to. We prefer not to, but sometimes it's our only option.
Right.
We have to. And it's the same thing if you're coming towards a fire truck with his lights and sirens, or ambulance or cop car, whatever it is. You still want to move to the right, even if they're coming at you. You still move to the right, so that frees up that lane for us to go around if we need to.
Certainly. So always move to the right. Lights and sirens are going. Get out of the way. What kind of problems do you run into when you're out there driving around?
Sometimes, people, for whatever reason, just don't hear us. Their music's too loud, or they're hearing impaired or something. But sometimes have to get really close to them before they finally realize we're there and they move over.
Oh, wow.
That stuff, or just sometimes people just flat out don't want to move over, or if they're coming at us, they just keep driving, they don't stop. We ask you, like I said, move over and stop. Just come to a complete stop. I'm
mystified that someone would not get out of the way.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter how big your vehicle is, this is bigger.
Yep, it happens all the time, though. And the most dangerous thing for us is the intersections. Especially when we're approaching the red light. We got traffic coming crossways, so we come to a complete stop at every red light, whether lights on or not. We stop completely, make sure everybody else is stopped, and before we proceed through.
And that's where the fella in the passenger seat is also helping you.
Everybody in the truck's always looking out for all of us. They're always looking, making sure I'm clear, especially like towards my right side, the passenger side over there. Sometimes it's hard to see with the mirrors and stuff, so they're always in there helping, saying, all right, you're clear, don't go, things like that. So everybody in the truck's always looking out.
Excellent. And you've got a team of four more crew in there?
Yep, so we got the engineer drives, and then in the front passenger seat we got the officer, who's a lieutenant or one of our battalion chiefs, and then in the back we got 2 firefighters.
Excellent.
So.
And as your own unit, is that correct? I mean, you have water, you have emergency gear, you have an EMT in the truck as well.
We're all of us are at least EMT certified or paramedics. Everybody on the truck is medically trained. And we carry medical supplies, we carry extrication tools for vehicle accidents, we carry hazmat stuff, water, firefighting stuff. So
you're a complete unit.
Yep.
Basically. See, I always thought you had to have several different vehicles for several different things. Hey guys, we need you, but it's all in there with you.
Well, there is different types of apparatus, for different things. We have a ladder truck over there as well if we need to for high rise, like the hospital or somebody's 3-story adult building, things like that.
Sure. Very good. Does that mean you have to go?
That's a call. Yeah, that's the other truck.
Oh my gosh.
The other truck will be taking it. So.
Oh, okay. We've heard this before. Well, cool. We have engineer Brandon Wacker with us. We've been talking about Code 3 driving, which these guys are about to do. Oh my gosh, so get out of the way. Always pull to the right. Very, very important. Pull to the right, get out of the way. Pay attention. Get out of the way. We'll be right back with more experience. Don't go away.
This is Bruce Morrow, Transportation Manager for Cottonwood Area Transit. Remember, we cover the entire Verde Valley and Sedona. Cottonwood Area Transit has you covered wherever you want to ride in the Verde Valley, all day, every day. Take Cottonwood Area Transit through Clarkdale, Verde Village, and from 26 locations in Cottonwood. With Verde Links, it's a quick and easy trip to Sedona every day. Don't forget our connectors to Camp Verde. Visit cottonwoodaz.gov for Cottonwood Area Transit and take a seat. Let's go ride.
Paul Stanley here with Stanley Steel Structures. We offer shade structures that provide style, value, and performance. Our Equinox louvered roof opens and closes to give you the ultimate patio experience. We also offer Alumawood shade covers that looks like wood but lasts like steel and never needs painting or maintenance. Visit us at stanleysteelstructures.com. Contact us today and be covered tomorrow. Stanley Steel Structures. Let us add some space to your place.
you're your own worst enemy. You believe every word you say. Well, it's got nothing to do with me, 'cause you're your own worst enemy. Hey, hey. Pay the cost and take the loss. Do anything to see the coin is tossed. Well, you can't get it all for free. Well, 'cause listening to yourself is the price you pay. How could you do it to you? I couldn't do it to me. But you choose to deny all the things you can be, 'cause you're your own worst enemy. It's a crippling and disastrous disease. Well, you can blame everything you say, 'cause you're your own worst enemy. Hey, hey. Pay the cost and take the loss. Do anything to see the coin is tossed. Well, you can't get it all for free. Well, 'cause listening to yourself is the price you pay. Well, you're your own worst enemy. You believe every word you say. Well, you can blame everything you say, but you're your own worst enemy. Hey, hey. Yeah, you're your own worst enemy. Hey, hey. Yeah, you're your own worst enemy.
Wonderful. That was wonderful. Sutton James Papanikolas, everyone. That was really wonderful.
Thank you very much.
I love it. You're unusual. It's
Yes.
unusual to see you because, you know, you're tall and you've got this little country thing going on. There's a little indie thing, and yet you can tell there's rock and roll behind it. And you can tell in your body movements.
Thank you very
that
much.
there's rock and roll at the bottom.
Oh,
there.
yeah, absolutely.
That's amazing. Now, I read somewhere, perhaps on your Facebook page, that you are a lifelong musician. So tell us a little bit about that.
Just started messing around with instruments since I was a kid, and had a piano in the house, played trumpet for a while, and then found the guitar and rock and roll and drums and bass and all that, and here we are.
Excellent. Now, they always say trumpet is a gateway instrument
Yes,
for
yes.
musicians.
Absolutely.
You all seem to have started with a trumpet.
Big time.
And originally from San Diego, is that correct?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And yet now you're in Flagstaff.
And yet I'm in Flagstaff.
Hooray for Flagstaff! But why? Why did you choose Flagstaff from San Diego?
Well,
What happened?
I did go to NAU.
Excellent.
And I moved, I graduated, went right back to San Diego, and had an opportunity to get back up there. It's obviously a hard town to establish yourself, and it all kind of came together.
Yeah.
So it's great to be back in Northern Arizona.
I bet, and we're very lucky to have you.
Thank
for
you.
sure, for sure.
Absolutely.
And you play around town. I know that we have you on Vino at at Vino de Sedona on October 16th, which is a Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Prior to that, you're playing at the winery on the 12th?
Yeah, playing at Winery on the 12th, and Hops on Birch and Flagstaff this Friday.
Very good.
Yeah.
So it's good. You're out there and you're playing,
Yeah,
which is
love it.
awesome. And you have a lot of material to play because you are releasing a new album next year.
Yes, releasing a new album next year. And recording it as we speak, both in California and in Flagstaff. So it's a lot of fun working with all the people from my past and the new people I've met up in Flagstaff.
I bet. All original?
All original.
All original.
Absolutely.
Do you have all the songs written, or are you writing as you are?
You know, it's funny. I've got so much stockpiled, but new stuff is coming to me as I go, and so it's fun to kind of like, well, will this make it? Will this not? And I just wrote a new song last week that is one of my favorites. So
Really?
yeah. So it's a process.
That's always fun when you have a song that's your favorite.
Yeah.
And why is it your favorite?
Just because sometimes songs come naturally and sometimes they don't. Some of the best songs don't, but then again, of course, some of the best songs do.
Right.
And that one just kind of came flowing out, and I'm like, yep, absolutely.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now tell us about the one you just sang. What was that called?
That's called Own Worst Enemy. Pretty self-explanatory. We all deal with that day to day. And yeah, I wrote that one a couple years ago, and it kind of came together when I moved up to Flagstaff, and I love that song a lot.
Yeah, I can tell. And I love that you have harmonica in there too. There's something about the harmonics of a harmonica that really speak to a human being. It brings it really forward. So is it challenging to do both?
Sure, but practice makes perfect.
I like the honesty. Sure,
Yeah.
Jesus. Usually people go, nah,
No,
it's so easy.
Keep practicing, kids.
Right. And you're like, nah, yeah.
Yep.
Especially around the neck, I would think that would be challenging. But you do a great job.
Thank you.
It's a really nice compliment to the guitar playing.
Appreciate it.
So when do you know about the time you're going to release your CD?
This spring.
Spring. Well, that's good. That's not too far away.
Yeah, I'm about halfway through making the record right now, and things will speed up pretty quickly once I get things started in Flagstaff, as opposed to where I was going back to LA with all my community out there in San Diego, Southern California, and recording with people I've recorded with other bands over the years.
Speaking of other bands over the years, you've been a front man for several bands.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Most recently, Neighbors to the North, Shag and Wagon, which started in Flagstaff back in many years ago, which turned into The Wagon, and we released a couple records, and it's been a wild ride, and coming to this whole position of being finally the only person involved in it, at least as far as songwriting and pushing the whole thing. It's been a challenge, but a lot of fun.
Yeah, because this is a solo debut for you.
Oh, yeah.
You've always had a lot of other people making noise behind you, and now it's all on you. How does that feel?
It's different. It's different. Let me tell you, it was tough to get over that hump.
Right, make that leap of faith, but it's working for you.
Absolutely.
I really enjoy what you play.
Couldn't be happier.
Yeah, for sure. You have a song that's on your website. If you go on the website, Sutton James Music, SuttonJamesMusic.com, you will see there's a clip there that says Frozen Ground.
Frozen Ground.
Click on that and play it. Great song.
Thank you.
And a fun picture, too. You're like, wow, coming down the mountain. I love that.
Yeah, my wife Elizabeth took that picture. We did a photo
great.
shoot right when we moved to northern Arizona, and we were down in Oak Creek when we did that photo shoot, so it was a lot of fun. And that was one of the highlights of that photo shoot. She's great with the camera, so I was like, that's the image.
Excellent. Yeah, it's nice to have your own PR person behind you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Great photo. Love the action shot. And the song is great, too.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. That was one of the first songs I wrote when we moved back up to Flagstaff.
Wow.
So
that's great.
Yeah.
What do you think, when do you get hit to write a song? Some people it's when they're driving. Some people it's coffee in the morning. Some people they wake up in the middle of the night and bam, there it is. Do you seem to have a time when you go, wow, and write a song?
It's as random as the wind. I can't really put my finger on it. Sometimes it's unfortunately when you are driving and you have nothing in front of you.
Right, yeah.
Sometimes you actually make an effort to pick up the guitar and think about something, and luckily every now and then something worthwhile that doesn't get thrown in the trash shows up. So it's you never know.
Yeah, but really, and it's a good point, of all the songs that do make it, how many songs ended up in the trash?
I know.
Lots.
A
little
lot.
bits and pieces. Do you have a drawer with lyrics and things written? Yeah, I have the same drawer. There's tons of pieces. Oh, this is great. You write it down, you throw it in a drawer, and one day you pull it out and play with it, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
So what's the next song you're going to play called?
Next song is called Frozen Ground.
You're going to play Frozen Ground for us. Tell us a little bit about where that came from. When did that hit you?
That hit me when we were in Flagstaff. It was in the winter, and we were shoveling our driveway for the first time, and obviously more poetic things kind of came over me, and I related it to that moment, and it allowed me to kind of just take it from there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, you would never guess that song came from shoveling snow.
So, yeah.
You did great work with that.
Ran back inside, grabbed the guitar, and we're like, oh wait, I got an idea.
You were really inspired. That's fantastic. Well, it's
Yeah.
a really great song, and you write all the music as well behind it.
I do.
Which fascinates me. I can't write music. You
Yeah.
know, so to see that that's like Greek and high algebra. Just
Mhm.
can't put it all together and make it work. So it's amazing. When something comes over you and you're going to write a song, how long does it usually take? Do you write the words first or the music first? What comes to you, the melody or the lyrics?
Usually the melody.
Mhm.
Sometimes I have a pen and paper in front of me when lyrics are happening, but usually it's the melody, and hopefully you can get in front of an instrument in time to capture that melody, you know, and or a little something to record it, you know, so you don't forget it.
Wow. It's great to hear that.
Yeah.
You know, everybody has a different process, and I always like to explore the process. So did you want to be a musician when you were little? When people said, what do you want to be when you grow up? You said, I'm going to be a musician.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the whole entertainment industry fascinated me. So when music came my way, and it just, I hate to say came naturally, but it was, and I'm going to focus on this. So.
That's great. Well, congratulations
Thank you.
on making it work.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's not very many people can say that as a musician. When you find an actual working musician, and the CD is going to come out soon in spring. What's the title of the CD?
Well, it's actually probably, I got a couple of working titles, but High Country Hiatus is probably what we're going to go with based on my current stint back in Flagstaff. So
That's a good one. I
yeah,
like that. What
yeah.
are the other choices?
You know, people have said, oh, it should be self-titled. I'm like, nah, that's boring, you know. So
I agree.
Yeah.
Boring.
So we'll
so
see.
your name's cool.
Yeah.
I have to admit.
Thank you.
Sutton James
Thank you.
Papanikolas is
Yeah.
a really cool name.
Yeah, thank you.
But, you know, the hiatus one is really cool.
we'll
So
see
you
what
have my
happens.
vote.
Thank you.
For what it's worth.
Thank you very much.
And so the next song you're going to play is called Frozen Ground.
Yes.
Okay. So you can check out Sutton James Papanikolas. If you go to SuttonJamesMusic.com, check him out on Facebook. That's a great way. And you do list your shows on Facebook, don't you?
Absolutely. They're all on my my band page, Sutton
They're all
James
in there.
Papanikolas.
Absolutely.
The whole thing's there.
Good, so we can keep track of you. We look forward to seeing you at Vino de Sedona on October 16th. And which winery is it on the 12th?
Page Springs.
Page Springs Winery.
Yeah, it's
on
one of
the
my
12th.
favorite places to play
It's a great
around
venue.
town. Yep.
Absolutely great venue. So make sure you check him out there. Thank you so much for watching the Verde Valley Experience. As always, we sure appreciate it. Check us out on Facebook. You can check us out on verdevalleytv.com. If you want to watch this episode over and over again or any other episode, of course, you can go there. And we also have our YouTube channel as well. So thank you for being with us. I'll see you next time. I leave you with Sutton James Papanikolas.
Do you wake in the morning feeling free? Are you sure of this world that you see? Ever question reality? Only then you'll discover what you need. It may be hard, but it's true. That's the best way to find you. It's the light in the dark that you don't see. Like swinging an ice pick into the frozen ground. Like swinging an ice pick into the frozen ground. Sometimes a heartbreak doesn't make a sound. Keep pushing onward till your love is found. Hey, hey, hey. Within the gift there is greed. Between the lines you must read. Not every hunger you should feed. Take the time to learn to bleed. It may be hard, but it's true. That's the best way to find you. It's the light in the dark that you don't see. like swinging an ice pick into the frozen ground, like swinging an ice pick into the frozen ground. Sometimes a heartbreak doesn't make a sound. Keep pushing onward till your love is found. May be hard, but it's true. That's the best way to find you. It's the light in the dark that you don't see. Yeah, it's the light in the dark that you don't see. Yeah, it's the light in the dark that you don't see.